And then Brad, my dad's stuff for you. I don't know, he said like, okay, so this guy is an appraiser, like, he's an appraiser, and this is like, he's no, he can't really be an appraiser. I work with him before, so, I'm an appraiser. So he's really my offer.
Oh, thank you.
See it, huh? No, I just never. So I never, but this is small. Oh, we still have 8 minutes. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go to my car. What do you want? One of the, maybe have coffee? Yeah. Oh, here's something. You want to- Yeah, and then Barbie has a film. And then the t-shirts not up. The agenda. We're early. Yeah, because everybody needs to see the meeting happening. Submit it to me. Oh, right. Exactly how I.
Yeah, I was, for Chandler and Monica taking, pictures for their engagement. I Chandler's just like, "That's me." I think you should get extra tickets for this extra, or no swipes for this meeting. Well, it's taking time out of our schedule to promote.
Do you want that or do you want these?
I'll take these.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like Barbara at our office in Manteca.
I know. Yeah, I don't like it.
Oh, I can't stand that bathroom door open.
Me too. You know what I like in the picture though? That one is so warm if you ever want to walk.
But yesterday I thought, oh my God, what if I ever got stuck in here? I'd die.
And then
Good morning, everybody.
Morning. Oops, is my thing on? Here it is. Okay, good.
Ellen, where's your green?
Oh, I just took it all off. Hold on. Seriously, look. I just put this on. Right?
Cute.
And this. There we go. How's that?
There you go.
Yep. I love it.
Can you take me seriously now?
Absolutely,
Of course.
always.
With all my green, this is the coolest apron. I can't take me seriously. Plus we have what, one more week to get ready. Okay, so I just got a text saying that I have, so Barbara's not, you're not on here?
She must not be there yet. Nope.
Okay, well, I don't know how to let people in, so, but they're coming in, so there you go.
Yeah. So does she want you to start while?
I believe so, but people are still coming in, so should I wait a little bit?
This is about how long she waits, 32, 33, and then, yeah. And just get
Okay.
started.
And just looking at all of you, most of you have been doing this for a while.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is, I wasn't really sure if this was, you know, new people or most of you. I don't like the word seasoned.
I like seasoned better than old.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Hi,
I like knowledgeable.
this is Tony and I am very new.
Oh,
Hi,
gotcha.
Tony. Hi, Tony.
So Ellen, you
Tony.
can always, when my husband's making food, he always tells our grandchildren that he's sprinkling it with love. So maybe that's what we are. We're sprinkled with love.
There we
Aw,
go. That
And
sounds
never
good.
seasoned.
wow. Well, yeah. I guess we can call it that. Seasoned. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start then, because Barbara asked me to come on here and just to update everyone and answer any home warranty questions you might have, but also give you some insight on some things you might not know, because none of us know everything. That is for darn sure.
Mhm.
And I hopefully will give you some little nuggets that will help you with your careers and with your clients. So because we do have Tony, who's brand new, I'm just going to kind of do a cursory home warranty 101 for just a couple of minutes, and then we'll jump into some stuff. And for those of you who don't know me very well, I am Ellen Peterson. I've been around I'm seasoned. Sprinkled with love. No, but I used to sell real estate about 35 years ago. And then I've now been with, I'm sorry, I was just looking at Sherry's note chat in the chat. Perfect. So anyway, but and then I've been with Old Public for 30 years. I've been doing home warranties, and I love what I do. And just I mean, because I did sell real estate before, and because I've been in the industry for so long, I feel your pain. I also feel your celebrations, and and I'm here for you. So if there's something that you reach out to me for, and I don't know the answer, I do know where to get it. So please don't ever hesitate to call me. And actually, I should put that in the chat because I haven't even given you. I'm just going to put my cell phone number in the chat just in case somebody doesn't have it, because there, that's me. Because seriously, that is the best way to get a hold of me. And I always like saying, I am Ellen Peterson and I am a textaholic. So there you go. You got to put your right hand up when you say that. So don't ever hesitate. I mean, I get texts all night long, just like you guys do. And I get phone calls, and I know when people call me, reach out to me is because so yeah, don't, it's like one of your clients saying, oh, I didn't mean to bother you. Don't ever feel that way, because if they say, I didn't mean to bother you, so I listed my house with someone else. Really?
Yeah.
Bother me. Yeah, call me. So anyway, okay, so we're going to jump into just basics, what the home warranty is, and I'm going to share my screen with you in just a few minutes. Hopefully I've got that right here. Yes, I do. Okay, so I'm holding up the policy just so you guys can recognize it in your offices. Most of you have seen this. It is Older Public Home Protection. It has a great reputation. First of all, it's a great company. We've been around for over 45 years. I think it's closer to 50 now. And we've made it very, very simple for you. We are a 1-year home warranty. You can also get a 2-year home warranty, and I'll show you where to find those numbers in just a minute. But it's a 1-year home warranty that is renewable every single year. Anyone can get it. And the reason why I wanted to say it that way, anyone can get it, is because it's also a marketing tool for you. You're out talking to people and they're like, yeah, I'm thinking about listing my house in, a couple of years, but I've got some things to fix up first. Ask them if they have a home warranty on it. And most of the time people will renew and keep renewing for, a few years, and then they don't, because we've fixed everything already. So a lot of times people don't have a policy, and you as the realtor, you can get them the home warranty at your rate, and your rate is going to be the rate that you see on the brochure. If you say, here's the 800 number, call into Old Republic, or don't have them call any other home warranty company, but anyone that does offer it to the consumer. It's called a direct to consumer, and it's more expensive and it covers less, and you will not be connected to that. And that's no good. What we want to do is we want to sign up your client under your name as a referral. And then every time they get anything done to their house, you're going to get an email. And this is true of ones that close escrow too, but you're going to get an email, and you're going to get notified, so that you can then see in that email that person that you're hoping to get their listing in a couple of years. They just got a new water heater. So now you can call them and say, hey, that's great. You used that warranty. You got a new water heater. How's it going getting your house fixed up so I can list it? So anyway, I want to throw that out there, because a lot of people don't realize that you can use it as a tool, but we want it to be a referral from you. And then all you would have to do is either call me and give me the information, give them my information, and I'll handle it. You don't have to do all the legwork and getting it all set up and paid for. Okay, so let's start with that. So yeah, every year it is renewable. It's usually paid for when escrow closes. And I do have to say that some companies do a 30-day wait no matter what, as far as you can't call in for service for 30 days. That's not how Old Republic works. As soon as escrow closes, the policy goes into effect, even if we haven't been paid yet. Okay, so that's important for you to tell your clients. What was that? Oh, I thought somebody had a question. Couple other things, and hey, that's my phone. My daughter rings through. She's the only one. So she calls again, we're gonna have to deal with that. Okay. Anyway, so I just got it in the chat. Where are the brochures? The brochures are all in your offices. If you don't have them in your offices, because I make sure I go around and I fill up the stand or the drawers that you have in your offices, just reach out to me and I can get you some. Of course, I always have them. I live in Tracy, so if it's easy to meet there or wherever, it doesn't matter because I go everywhere. Okay, so back to what we do is, and I'll share my screen in just a second, but what we do is we cover all the systems and appliances within the house. So the best way to think of it is the functions of the home, okay? So it's nothing structural. And I know people get really confused, and even those seasoned agents will call me and say, what do I do? I've got windows that are stuck. We can't open them. And I'm like, well, what you do is you get a handyman or you figure it out because it's not covered by the home warranty. Sorry. Because we're the systems and appliances. So if it's anything to do with, plumbing, electrical, so just all the functions of the house. And like, here's a good example, garage door openers. So we cover that. We cover the hinges and the springs that are moving components, but we don't cover the actual door, the garage door. So we work hand in hand with homeowners insurance. So like for an example, if you have a water heater that blows and now suddenly you've got, leaking water heater all over and it's ruining the wall of the sheetrock in the garage, we're going to go out and we're going to fix the water heater. If we can't fix it, we're replacing it. So we'll replace the water heater, but all the damage it's done to the walls and to the structural, that's all homeowners insurance. So that's why you need. Okay. Any questions on that?
On the garage doors, you said the openers, the springs, they'll cover that, just not the door itself?
Right. We will.
Okay.
Yeah. Because the door itself is structural. If the door falls, which it happens. No, we're just going to cover the garage door opener.
Okay.
And the hinges and springs and the touchpad, because if here's a good rule of thumb, if whatever the problem is affects the functioning of the unit, it's covered. Okay. So if it doesn't affect the functioning of the unit, like I'm at home right now, so I'm looking at my dishwasher and we get people calling saying, there's a huge dent in the front of the dishwasher, which I don't have a dent, by the way. Anyway, but they'll say things like that. And it's like, well, does the dishwasher still work? Yes, it does. So that doesn't affect the functioning of the unit. So it's not covered. So that's a good way to think of it. Okay.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah. Okay. So any other questions? Okay. And then the other thing is still on Home Warranty 101 is that we cover things that break down due to normal wear and tear. So as long as it's over time, it's broken down or it started leaking or the, electrical, just zapped out, I don't know, but it's normal wear and tear. So if your clients call you or you are looking at a home and you see, here's a good one, somebody sat on the ductwork up in the attic while they were installing a ceiling fan. So would that smashed ductwork be covered? No, because that's not normal wear and tear. We get stuff like that all the time. So it has to be that it just happened, not that, somebody went to go do a repair and then they messed up they went to go, let's say, install a toilet themselves and they did it all wrong. That's not normal wear and tear. It needs to be, that. And that brings me to also, we want people to call us. So when there's a problem, and let's talk toilets. So, my job is very glamorous. So I talk about cockroaches and toilets and all kinds of glamorous things because we do cover pest control too. But we don't want the homeowner to call their own technician ever. I mean, unless we say, yes, do call, go ahead and you have authorization to get an outside contractor, we call AOC. But we want them to call us first. So get the ball rolling with us, to call us, let us know that, the toilet's not flushing. So we send out our plumber. If for some reason our plumber can't get out quickly, do I have to let people in? I think so. Anyway, if they can't get out quickly and the homeowner is going, wait, I only have one bathroom in the house, we will let them get their own person out. They just need to communicate with us. So that's really important. Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
Would ductwork or cleaning of ductwork on a central heat, central air unit be covered under that?
So the ductwork is covered as long as, again, it breaks down due to normal wear and tear, like it's leaking. Doing
Maintenance.
yeah, maintenance to the house is not covered.
Okay.
Yeah, there is a way, as far as like replacing the filters, that I'll get into in a second, that you can cover. But as far as, cleaning things, flushing out your water heater, yeah, that's the homeowner's responsibility. Okay. Okay. So the other thing I was going to say is, and as far as looking at the plan and when you're showing homes and the homeowner is saying, let's say you're showing an older home and the homeowner is going, oh my gosh, I don't want to even think about this house. Everything's so old in here. The stove is a, 4-burner electric stove and I don't like that. Let them know that Older Public does not have an age limit. And yeah, here I'm not talking about the realtors. I am talking about the actual appliances and systems. We do not have an age limit. So what that means is when that stove goes out or even burners go out, the homeowner has the choice of either having us repair it, okay, or if we need to replace it like for like, or they can take the cash. So that option gets used a lot. As a matter of fact, that's how I got my gas stove, is because I didn't like my electric stoves. That example was me. I didn't like my electric stove. I wanted a gas stove. So the replacement was like $600. It wasn't a lot, but I took the cash and I put it towards my gas stove that I now have. So you can do that. So when you're telling your buyers and they're, freaking out about, something being so old or the green, or whatever the colors are, I don't want a white kitchen, just let them know you're getting home warranty. Older Public will work with you. You can buy some time before replacing all of those, because you can always take the cash. That's one of the options they offer you. Okay. Okay. All right. So wanted to just show you that before I share my screen, looking at the front of the plan, the best way to talk to your clients about this plan is just flip it over, because people will start reading it and trying to figure it out, and their head is spinning because there's so many other things in their heads already. And the back of the page is a bullet point, super easy to read. So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you just details like on where to get that and what's on that back page. But I first want to just physically go, look at it, you just flip it over, put it in front of them, and then they can choose what they want. Okay, so we are going to go to, oops. Oh, I think I closed it out. Oh, I did. Hold on. Let me pull it back up. Sorry about this. Okay, I am going to pull up our website, and the website is orhp.com. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, so let me try this. And I'm not great at this, you guys, so let me know if it worked, and then I will be happy. Did that work?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay. So this is our, here we go. This is our website, orhp.com. And if you have not already signed up for the toolbox that's right here, please do. It takes 30 seconds. It's super easy. And then that way, not only are you in our system, most of you already are though, but you'll be in our system, but also you can access all of our free marketing tools, things like that. But I wanted to show you, if you just put your cursor over this real estate professionals, not only are this another way to get to the toolbox, but you can go to agent resources, which brings you the marketing tools, you can get a the brochure right here. That's one way to do it. But there's a lot of things that we have on here that is really designed, and we don't have enough time today to go over this, but it's really designed for your business to help you. Okay. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to go to the home warranty brochure and pricing. And then as we scroll down a little bit, you'll see here in all the dark blue states. When I first joined Older Public, we were only in California. Yeah, it was crazy, but yeah, we've gotten big. So you're going to California, and then the brochures here, you're going to see there's a 13-month CREST plan. This confuses people. This is for people who have their E&O, so errors and omissions with CREST, CRES. That's why it's a 13-month plan. If you have a listing and somebody writes in that policy It's because they get more of a benefit through their E&O if they use that plan. But for you, this is the best one, and it's equally as good. It just, you don't have the same as they did. Okay, so here's the front of the plan. I am again going to go straight to the back because I love the last page. Okay, and you can all still see this, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So when you're looking at this, and what I wanted to show you and showing your clients, all the bullet points that are right here of the policy. I know people get really confused and they're like, oh, I don't know, is the like the garage door opener, is recirculating pump, anything like that. If they start asking you, I've got a sump pump, is that covered? Well, let's look at the back of the plan and see if it's covered. Rekeying, that's a new one. And that one, oh my gosh, we're spending so much money on that. It's crazy how much people love our rekey. And that means as soon as it closes, buyer can call us. We'll send out a locksmith, and they get, they still have to pay their $75 trade call, but they get 6 locks rekeyed and 4 keys. So that's always good to keep in mind. And a lot of times realtors will do that as a closing gift, to have the rekey service done. Okay. So when you are looking at the different kinds of plans that we have, don't ever get the standard unless you're buying a house, or selling a house that's on the coast, or the house doesn't have air conditioning, because you won't get air conditioning with that. And even when people say, oh, we're just going to do the standard and add the air conditioning option that's over here, that's not something that you ever want to do, because you won't get all the bells and whistles of a package, which is either the ultimate, which is right here, or the platinum. Okay. So the ultimate protection, scroll down just a teeny bit, is really for newer homes. And you'll see down here on the bottom, I'm not sure how to make this smaller so you can see it, so you can all see. Anyway, you'll see where it has the bullet points right here on the code upgrades that's covered under that, and that's $250 towards codes. If your clients ever say to you, what's a code? The best answer for you to give them is it's safety. That's all it is safety. So, like the codes on a water heater, you have to have it on a pedestal. You have to have the strapping. You have to have flex line and not hard piping. That's all safety issues on a water heater. So if you ever have this is a pet peeve of mine, ever have a property inspector that says, oh, that's a code violation. It's not a violation. Codes change all the time. It's a code upgrade. It just needs to be, to be safer. There's new codes. It doesn't mean it has to be done unless it's actually dangerous right now. So like with us, we don't require that everything's up to code unless we're replacing whatever it is, like that water heater example. If it's not up to code, we're still covering the water heater. It's still covered. It's just that when we replace it, we have to bring it up to code because we always comply with the law. So if they have the ultimate protection, they only get $250 towards that. And you'll see there's some other things too. Like I did the code upgrades, haulaway cost, the cost of cranes, those are covered. There's a lot as far as additional, but I'm scrolling down even further because when you go to our next package, which is our platinum, you're also going to get all of this coverage down here. And that code example that I just gave you, we add $1,000 to that. And believe me, if it's an old house and you have old air conditioning and heating, old systems, now I'm saying old a lot, old water heater. Yeah, codes always are expensive because we have to do it. So we're replacing their water heater. The average cost is about, well, now with everything going up, it's actually over $1,500. But a lot of that is code upgrades. And if they have the wrong package, or not the wrong, but the lower package, they're going to have to pay anything over $250. If they have the platinum, most likely all they're going to have to pay is the $75. And I know this, maybe you're listening to it going, okay, this is kind of not exciting, but this is all a reflection on you. When your clients, after escrow closes and your clients need help and they call in and they find out that they have to pay more because they got the wrong policy, you don't want that to happen, because they'll call you and they'll get mad at you. And then you'll call me and say, why aren't you covering all of it? And then I'll say, it's because you guys didn't get the platinum, so this is great that you're getting all this information if you didn't have it before. Okay. So also that $1,000 can go to structural modification. modification. So if you have an air conditioning on the roof, always, always, always get the platinum coverage, always. And you'll see where, I mean, that is right here, okay? And I'm only hanging out at this page for a little bit longer because I want to show you the options as well. But with the structural modifications, it doesn't necessarily only have to be when the unit's on the roof. If you have an air conditioning unit on the ground and we are replacing the whole unit, we're bringing it up to a 14 SEER, which is the energy efficiency of the unit. We always have to do sheet metal modifications. That is a structural modification. And if they don't have the platinum coverage and they're getting a new unit, the homeowner's going to pay for all the modifications. So that's why I'm always pushing the bigger plan. I mean, granted, if you look at the pricing, I mean, it's $700. So you're looking at either $495 or $700. But there's a ton more coverage with the platinum. And so I always tell people, keep in your head, $500 for new, $700 for older. And then these little washer, dryer, refrigerator, yeah, those are different packages if you add the washer, dryer, refrigerator to either one of those. But along with the platinum also, we just added, broken pipes outside the home. I'm going to show you where to get the details of this. So, because if you go to page 2 of our policy, here it shows as that's funny. Here it shows as page 9. Anyway, if you go to page 2, it'll show you the details of what I was just telling you is covered on. I didn't go into all the details, but like the ultimate, and then here's the platinum. Okay, so because clients are going to want to see details. Anyway, so and if they don't, that's great. Say we're getting a best plan. You can't get a better plan, and go with it. So that's good too. Anyway, so we added broken pipes outside the home. So that means whether it be a gas line, a sewage line, a water line, it even could be hose bibs. It could be the gate valve, the water shutoff valve, anything like that is now added with the platinum coverage. Because we just were taking things that people kept getting upset about not being covered, and we kept adding it to the platinum with Total Care. So it really is Total Care, and it really does. I mean, it's not, don't say everything's covered, but it's definitely the best coverage in the industry. And then you'll see right here, this manufacturer's warranty that's right here. I was so thrilled when we added that, because how it's always been, and still with other companies and with our ultimate protection, if something is under manufacturer's warranty, like you sell a house and they've got new appliances in the kitchen and maybe new water heater, new air conditioning, that's awesome. But if something goes out and it's under manufacturer's warranty, we couldn't touch it because that would void the warranty. But with adding manufacturer's warranty in the platinum, what we'll do is we will call the manufacturer. We will go ahead and get the unit or the repair, if there's a part that needs to be done, and then Old Republic will pay for all the labor. So that's huge. That's huge. So people are happy because we're actually covering what it is that they have, rather than saying, sorry, I know the water heater is only 4 years old and it went out, but it's under manufacturer's warranty, you're on your own. And all that did was make people mad. So anyway, so you can see there's a lot of coverage on there. All right, any particular questions on that?
So you're saying that Ultimate Care or Platinum are the best ones to get for our clients?
Right.
Okay.
Platinum is definitely the best. Ultimate's still good if the house isn't very old. And I would say, 10, 15 years or less. Because I always ask, how old is the water heater? How old is the air conditioning? And if everything's new, I mean, it's just, I would always leave it up to the clients though.
Right. Okay. And if our clients want to continue this, you said they are able to do that at our price, which is this price showing on the brochures?
You mean as far as renewing it?
Correct.
They're going to get after a year, or if they get a 2-year policy, and I'll show you where that is in just a second.
Okay.
Actually, I'll show you right now because it's the page before this. Here shows you where the 2-year costs are. So it's the page right before the back page.
Okay.
So if they get this, you'll see like the platinum is $700. If they get 2 years, it's $1,160 instead of $1,400. So they save a lot of money if they do 2 years up front.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's our option. When this comes up a lot too, is when there's money left in escrow. So there's seller credits and the buyer wants to spend them. Yeah, call me. I'll take your money. I'll spend it for you.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, but every year you can renew it, and the renewal rates, actually right now it's weird. The renewal rates are less than the first year rates. That might catch up, but if it's more than the first year rates, then let me know. And most of the time I can lower them for you. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank
Okay.
you.
You're welcome. So all of this is options that you can put on the policy to match the home. And I can't stress to you enough how important it is that you have your clients look at that, because they might not realize that that water softener that's, that we have a lot of people in the valley, it's not covered unless you pay $75 more. And then we get the phone calls saying my water softener is not working. We're like, sorry, you don't have the coverage, so you want to make sure they look at this. And it might be that their roof is leaking. And I tell you what, I get so many phone calls right after, it rains. People going, oh, I got a roof leak, I need to place a claim, and they don't have roof coverage. And I mean, it's fine that they don't have it. And honestly, I don't think it's great coverage, because it really is just to repair the leaks, but they should know that they have the choice. And if they decide, no, I don't want a coverage, and you think that they should get it, like the spa that is going with the house, the page before the last page has this, see the square right here? If you're thinking, if they go, I don't want to get the, hot tub covered because I don't think we'll ever use it, we're going to get rid of it. And then they change their mind and they go to use it, and they're like, wait a second, it worked for a second and now it doesn't work anymore. And they called to place a claim and we're like, you don't have spa coverage. If you think they should get it, have them fill this out, because see where it says declines the optional coverage of, and put spa or pool right here. And then have them sign this, because this will keep you out of court. I've sat through a lot of classes where it's risk management, and this box is just, it really is for your benefit. And a lot of times, like, you'll write in here that you think that they should get that refrigerator covered that the seller is leaving behind, but it's, $50 more, and they don't want to do that. Write it in here, because I guarantee you they're going to, that refrigerator is going to go out and they're going to call
Zoom, Mom.
you. Right? Yeah. So anyway, that's where that is. It's the page before the last page. Okay. Any questions on this?
What did you say?
Yeah, Ellen. So
Yes.
you mean if we choose, like, for instance, any plan of these, they can add all the service on their own later on?
You mean all this coverage?
Yes.
Yes. After escrow closes, they have 60. Oh, no, I just realized why I don't want to leave this page yet. Anyway, they have 60 days
60. Okay.
to add whatever they want, and preferably before it breaks down. So
Okay.
if they have an outdoor, outdoor kitchen and they didn't put that on there, and then they're like, yeah, we really should get that covered, they can do it. They can just call us. And even if money is tight and they only get the ultimate protection, and then they move in and go, oh my gosh, we really should, upgrade, they've got 60 days to change the package as well.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. So this is the reason why right here, seller's coverage, I'm not leaving this page yet. So I want to make sure that you're all really clear on why it is such a good tool, listing tool for you. Okay. So seller's coverage is a per day. You'll see this 136 a day, because it's ultimate protection for a single family home. You'll see there's a condo, townhouse, mobile home right under that. Don't ever get the standard, because that means you won't get all the benefits of the ultimate and the air conditioning covered. But it is per day for the seller. It starts the second that you all you have to do is text me the address and the seller's name, and I can start it for you. Or you go online in the toolbox and you order it, or you call us, or you email me the information. My assistant sits all day long with my email open, and she's, doing orders and placing service calls and all kinds of stuff. So many ways that you could order it. Starts that day, starts accumulating. And then when escrow closes, it'll calculate how many days that you had the seller's coverage, and that will be charged to the buyer's coverage. So it is attached to the buyer's coverage. The buyer still gets a full year, but the seller's coverage is connected, because the seller's coverage is an option. Can't get it by itself. Okay, so when people put on seller's coverage, they're usually putting it in the agent's remarks, home warranty with Old Republic or seller's coverage with Old Republic. So the buyer's agent knows, but also the buyer's agent's going to know, oh, that everything must be in good working order because they have a warranty on there. So here's how you use it. I'm just going to keep talking because anyway, here's how you use it as a listing tool. So you say to your sellers, if you list with me, we're going to put seller's coverage on your home, and they're going to go, what's that? And you're going to say, if anything breaks down, and explain to them what the warranty is. They can call us, they pay the $75 instead of having to, replace their garbage disposal that just goes out or their, electrical that has issues or whatever it is. They call us, pay $75, we'll go out and fix it, right? But here's the beauty of it. When the buyer comes in, buyers doing their walkthroughs or doing their inspections, they find things that the seller didn't know about. Like we just spent a bunch, I think it was like $3,000 or something on underneath a house. There was tons of leaks going on under the house, pinhole leaks though. And it was a huge section of piping that we had to replace under the seller's coverage because the inspection found this leaking pipe. The seller didn't know about it. It could have happened, in just a short period of time, so they turned it into us. And a lot of times seller's coverage really saves the deal because the seller doesn't have to pay for it. Okay.
Right.
You can take the inspection and see what's covered. You can ask me, of course, and I can help you with that. Or just, call in that we'll let you know when they call in to try to place the service calls. Just make sure that the seller's coverage is ordered well before the inspections and all that. Can't do it all the same day, which people have tried. And it's like, no.
So Ellen, does that work with pests as well, with pest inspections?
So it would, but we don't cover termites. When it says up here, limited pest control, yeah, right there, that's ants, spiders, mice, creepy crawly things, not termites. But yeah, if the pest, inspector finds that there's plumbing leaking and causing, dry rot, yeah, you could call us and we could go out and look at the plumbing leak, see what if it's going to be covered. If the seller knew about it and it was obvious it's been there for a long time, then no, because
Right.
because pre-existing conditions, that's, of course, a whole different ballgame. If they didn't know about it, so it's undetectable is the verbiage, undetectable pre-existing condition, then most of the time it's covered. Okay. So back to seller's coverage. I just want to make sure that why this is such a good tool for you too, because if you're saying, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, you list your house with me and I am going to provide the seller's coverage as, a benefit to you, but as your listing agent, I will pay for the seller's coverage. You're risking a little less than $40 a month, only if it closes. Because if escrow doesn't close for any reason, all we do is we cancel the seller's coverage. We cancel the seller's coverage and nobody pays for it. So you're not paying that extra money, right?
Ellen, I have a quick question on that because I really like to use these too as a selling tool. My understanding was it went into effect as soon as the contract was signed with them for the listing.
Right.
And what if you have to delay things for maybe a week or two to go on the market while they're fixing things up? Does it have to be on the market? Is it still covered if we go on hold, or if we have to delay when we go on, or if we have to take it off the market for a while but go back on? How does that work?
So when I have to ask you a question first, because we are cross-referenced with like realtor.com. And so when you are doing that, are you putting it on there and then just putting it on hold, or are you not putting it on there on MLS at all?
No, putting it on the MLS is just, we may not go live for a week or two for whatever reason, but
As long
we
as-
want to get them into contract.
Right. As long as it's on the MLS, you could put seller's coverage on.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Okay.
it's
So they can, okay, so it's still in effect, even though maybe they're doing cleanup or painting or something for a while.
Yeah, and actually we've had that happen quite a bit. Somebody will, anyway, I can tell you this scenario, but where they take it off just for a short time and we just leave the seller's coverage on there. So they're still covered during the time and then they come back on. Yeah.
Okay, very good. That's good to know. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. So any other questions on seller's coverage? Because that is an awesome tool for you. Okay.
Just have a
So
question,
oh,
Ellen.
yes.
When would you use a standard coverage?
Without either one of the packages,
Yes.
if you're selling a house on the coast, I don't know, where it doesn't have air conditioning, it doesn't have, any bells and whistles. Maybe they just, I don't know, they're flipping the house and they just want your basic, not very much covered. I'm always pushing to get the full coverage just because I get the phone calls, especially during the summer and air conditioning season. I get the phone calls when people are frustrated, so I try to avoid that as much as possible.
Okay.
Yeah. So, okay. So, the other thing on, should I go into the toolbox? Should I show you guys the marketing tools, or do you want me to just tell you that and everybody gone in there and looked at stuff in there? And I don't know. I'm kind of looking for, what do you think?
Yeah, show us. I
Okay.
have, but I think it's good to know how to do it.
Okay, so well, let me just show you on the some of the things that are not customizable. You've got door hangers, open houses, people are doing like crazy. So these are all free too. This is a new one. I just got it. Price it right, get it sold. And I know right now everything is getting sold when you list it. But the door hangers I also have these. So if you have seller's coverage and you want to hang this, just let me know and I will bring them to your office for you. Everything that we have as far as marketing tools, they're all free. So that is a really good F word. Okay. So now what we're going to do is go back to, okay, where am I? We are going to go back to, I'm like, how do I get back to the, I know, I'm like, because I can't see the whole thing. Oh my goodness. Let me see where I am here. I'm going to go into my toolbox. That's what I'm going to do. Can you guys see me getting into this? Okay. So I'm going to go into my toolbox and I've already been in here, obviously. So I'm got my password on there. I'm going to log in. This is what you will be seeing when you go to your toolbox. I order all the policies that people send to me that I can order right here because it's super simple. And what I really like about it too is look, it will show me all the ones that I've ordered. Okay, like I ordered this one last night for someone. And if suddenly she calls me and says, oh, shoot, there's a pool, I can click on it and I can change it because it says app received, but it hasn't been paid for yet. So it gives you access to all the different, policies that you've ordered. So it's kind of cool and it's super simple. So anyway, that's where you would get that is by clicking on the get a quote, place an application. But when you go to the marketing tools, this is where you're going to see all the customizable marketing tools and everything is free. So we've got newsletters, in English and in Spanish, we've got the calendars, there's a homeowner tip guide, English, Spanish, the moving guides. These books, this one and this one are 20 pages long. So they're great tools and they're great to, print out and give to your clients. Just know that it's pretty long. And then the just listed, just sold cards, those are popular too. This one is a coupon saying if they buy or sell a home. Oh no, this one says that you paid for the warranty for them. This one says if you buy or sell a home, if they buy or sell a home with you, that you're providing the warranty. And then the open house registry, everywhere that you see pink is your picture. It's all customizable. So it's your picture and it's your information on there. That's why it's pink. And so don't reinvent the wheel. If you are looking to, leave it at California. So we are going to click on this one that, show you how to do it. See right here where this arrow down bar is, we've got like 5 years on here. It's crazy. So you pick which one you want. Let's go to March. So March in color, and I didn't pick team, but if you do pick team, instead of I and me, it says we and us, And then I picked what I wanted. It's this pink part right here. Okay, I'm just going to go through this super fast. And then, because as you click here, see, it will show up. So you want to make sure that you don't pick too much so your picture isn't too tiny. And then go to next section. So that's this part across. And I picked, what I wanted here. And if to edit it is really simple, that's just where you would do it. It's pretty easy. Go to the next section. This is going to be the back part because these are designed to fold. And so you'd have all of your return address and that sort of thing. Next section, that's if you have a bulk mail stamp. And then you always have to create your PDF and view it before you can print it. That's the part that stumps people. You have to view it, but it's pretty cool because each one of these is super consistent, you know, as far as the health and safety information. See this square up here that will coincide with whatever month you pick. It's important that you pay attention to that. So you don't pick one that you're sending out right now and it says happy holidays, you know. So yeah. Anyway, so there's always health tips. There's always a recipe. Ooh, that looks good. Ooh, maybe I'll make that. Anyway, there's always recipes and super good recipes, and then household tips. But people really like this, and we try to make it as simple as possible for you to be able to utilize. And how easy that was is, where am I going? You know what the problem is? It's I can't see the top of my screen. Anyway, I'll just stop sharing, because as easy as that was to do that one, all of our marketing tools are like that. So you would just click on it, play with it, and then you just print them out. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. I just realized there's a whole bunch of things in the chat and I wasn't paying attention. Yeah. So, did I miss anything in the chat that anybody had said?
Hey, Ellen.
Hello
I have a
there.
question for you. So, you know, most agents pay for like a year home warranty up front for our clients, which is generous. But a lot of the time the clients don't have any information on what they're receiving. You know, I've sent a couple to you.
Yes, thank you.
But I wanted to find out, is there is there a savings? Can they do more than a year? And is it cheaper? And my other question would be, is there additional things that I could supply out to my database for continued coverage after those years have expired?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so first of all, there is that 2-year plan. And yes, the second year is, if you do a 2-year plan, it's cheaper the second year. And that was on when I was showing you online, the back page, and then it's the page right before that. So this page is where you're going to see all the pricing of the 2-year. And it is cheaper if they do more than 1 year. As far as renewing, and we're sending out a lot of notices. We start sending it out 2 months before their renewal date, and then every 2 weeks. Okay. And then I think the rest of I think I got all of your questions. When escrow closes or when the policy goes into effect, then what we're doing, or we receive the check from escrow, what we do is we send out a PDF of the plan if we have their email address. And whether we do or not have their email address, they'll always get a hard copy in the mail. So they get their declaration sheet, which says what their coverage is, and then they get the policy. So they'll always get it in the mail. But if we have their email, I call in all the time and I say, you know, send them, it's called a welcome package. So they have all their information right in front of them.
Do you by chance have welcome packages in Spanish as well?
Yes. Yes,
Perfect.
we do. Yeah. Yeah. You just have to let us know that you want Spanish for sure. Yeah. And if you want to mail things out to your database, I mean, I know that I got out of the toolbox, but those newsletters are awesome. I mean, there's other information in there, so go in there and play. But you can let your people know too about, you know, if maybe they had a bad experience with another home warranty company, you can be their helper, you know, because we all are here to help people, and have them switch to Older Public if they, you know, let it lapse. Like, I know I said that in the beginning, but just think how you can be creative and, you know, getting some information out to people. The door hangers, and I know I only have a couple in my hand here, but the door hangers that offer the home warranty, on the back, it's explained about the policy because it makes it not a RESPA violation. So it's good information. And this one's just for a CMA. You know, so, but that's huge. CMAs are huge right now, obviously, and listings. But anyway, so yeah, to get information out however you want. If you want me to help you with a letter, maybe to send out to your database, I can help you with that. Yeah, I'm an English literature major, so I love doing that. I do. My kids love that too. Here, Mom, here's my paper, fix it. Okay. Anyway, so does anybody else have any other questions?
Yes, Ellen, I have a question in regards to the rekey. So you said you sent 6 locks and 4 keys,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
And what if they don't like, okay, do you like pick the quality? What if they want to go with different quality?
Okay, so this is where the confusion lies. It's not the actual hardware. It is the internal mechanism of the lock.
Oh, okay.
So the locksmith's going to rekey it, not change out the hardware.
Mm,
If they
okay.
want hardware, they're just going to go buy new hardware.
And it's just the 75, correct?
Yes, it's the 75, and they get, yeah, exactly what you said, the 6 locks and if they have more than 6, which sometimes they do, it's usually about $10 more per lock is what locksmiths usually charge.
And what
It's still
about the
cheaper than if they did it themselves? Pardon me?
And what about installing these locks? Is this something you guys gonna come up and do, or how? You just
Well, we
send
would
it?
rekey the lock. So they open up the lock, and I don't know how to do it, but I've seen it done. And they just, the internal mechanism, they change it so that the new keys are the only things that work in the old lock.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the guts.
Yeah, the guts. Whoever said that, yes, that was it.
Okay.
I'll have to use that.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. I know it's so popular. It's funny. And then people don't realize stuff like when I mentioned cockroaches earlier, people don't even realize that we cover that. You know, we cover pest control. I always tell people, if you don't know if it's covered, call us. Because a lot of times it is covered. And yeah, and they go and they think, well, I didn't know it was covered. And they go and they get it fixed on their own. And now they've paid whatever they paid. And then I get a phone call saying, oh, will you reimburse us? Sometimes we can, sometimes we can't, you know, but it just depends. But if they had called us first, you know, then yeah.
That's the main thing, Ellen, is people don't know what's covered. And I mean, even me, for my home, you know, mine, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I paid for that. It was so expensive and it was covered. And so I think it's a great tool to utilize for your database and really love on your database a couple times a year. Hey, reminder, summer's approaching. These are the things that's covered, you know, so.
And
great.
the other, I'm glad you said that reminder, but before summer gets here, to have your air conditioning and heating serviced. So have somebody come out and check it out. And we also, that's one of our options is the tune-up too. But even if they don't have that coverage with us, they can call an air conditioning technicians love May, because they're so busy doing, you know, just checking out their units and making sure that they're functioning before that day in June when it's 102 degrees and everybody turns their AC on at the same time. Yeah, and then no technicians are available. So it's always fun. Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, no, that's great. And that's why I say, I always tell people just call no matter what. You know, because even if it's okay, so, you know, there's a pool outside, not an actual swimming pool, but like a pool of water in the middle of the lawn. You know, it's like, is it the sprinkler system? Don't just assume that it's a sprinkler system that's not covered. It could be a break in the line, you know, and they get a plumber out and he's going, oh yeah, it has nothing to do with the sprinkler system, but they didn't call us and we would have covered it. It's just a mess, especially if they called Roto-Rooter. I just had that happen where the people charge, sorry, yes, I am bashing Roto-Rooter. Only because they charge so much. And if the people had called us, it would have only been $75. And this one instance, they ended up replacing their water heater. They replaced the entire plumbing in their backyard. It was like $6,000 the homeowner paid. You know, so yeah. So always tell your people, call us, we'll get out a plumber. You know, and if anybody has connections with Roto-Rooter, I apologize. It's just that, you know, we don't work with them. We only work with, you know, certified plumbers that have insurance. And anyway.
Well, and I had no idea you did pests. So so if you're, by covering pests, if the person, they buy the home and they see a cockroach, you're sending out exterminators. Is that how that works? Or what's the scope of pest control there besides termite? I heard that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So if it's like spiders, ants, mice, I mean, when I first moved into my house, it was funny. My mom was here and I heard something, and I have a one-story house. And it was a mouse in the attic. And I heard something and I was like, oh my gosh, what is that? You know, and I mean, it happens, right? So we never question the pre-existing of anything that's pest, because it can happen at any time. But
Mhm.
yes, we sent out an exterminator and they set traps, and then they came back and they checked the traps and they came back and they finally got it. But yeah, with cockroaches or spiders, ants, anything like that, yeah, they can call us. Now, the only thing is, if it's in the country, if it's a house that needs really to have service all the time, after they call us back, like the second time, because they can call us within 30 days. Let's say we went and sprayed for spiders, and then the spiders came back, they can call us back and we'll place a recall. But if they do that again, like in another 30 days, okay, you need a service. Yeah.
Right.
Do that all the time. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
Yeah. So it's a good thing. Yeah. So anything else, anyone? Hey, I'll quiz you on something. So if you have a pool and it has a waterfall that you're looking at, and you get the pool coverage, is the waterfall covered?
Yes.
The answer is sometimes.
Okay.
So you're half right. So if the waterfall is on the same equipment as the pool equipment, it's covered. If the waterfall has its own pump, then you need to get what we call ornamental fountain coverage, which actually that ornamental, because it means a separate pump, right? So you have to get that separate coverage. So that would be a case where you call me and say, hey, help me with putting this warranty together, and I'll help you to make sure you get the right coverage. Same thing, like if you have a koi pond, you can get coverage on that koi pond. It's under our ornamental fountain coverage. I know it's funny how that's just what it says, but I know what it means, and it's just an additional pump. And it really, if you have an ornamental fountain, that's, then that's self-explanatory. So anyway, you would need that. What if you have a pool and you have a separate hot tub, like off the side of the house, not together? How do you get them both covered?
Sounds like you'd have to get additional coverage for that.
I know, it was a trick question. Actually, no, it's true with a lot of companies. You have to get two coverages. With us, it pool and spa is $170, and we don't care if it's a pool in the ground and a spa somewhere. We don't care. They're both covered.
Nice.
So
Okay, good.
and the other thing too, since I mentioned that, is that if you have multiple systems, so if you've got like 2 or 3 or 4 air conditionings, or 3 water heaters, you do not have to pay extra for multiple systems with Old Republic. So that's always good to know. The only time that you're going to have to pay more is if the house is over 5,000 square feet.
Right.
So on those, call me, because I have to call and get a quote for you. And I'll ask you all kinds of questions. Like, do they have a wine cooler? Do they have, what are the other bells and whistles? How many, water softeners do they have? Stuff like that. So, yeah. And I hope you guys all sell houses over 5,000 square feet. I'm just saying. All right. Anything else, everyone? You all have my cell phone number in your phones, please?
Yep.
Okay, good. Just want to make sure you do.
For sure.
All right. Well, this is fun. Thank you very much. I know I was, talking a lot, but I hope you learned something. Even just one thing would be good. And reach out to me if you have any questions, please.
Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.
Hey, you too. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
I don't see Beth on here.
Janice, there is no practice for today. It's gonna move to tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, they sent
So I
that
guess-
email.
So I guess we're
Oh,
done then.
I think so, unless you guys gonna talk together. How are you, ladies?
Didn't I just see you yesterday?
I know. I saw you had the energy to go to the meeting today in the morning. How was the pancakes?
I didn't taste that. How did you know? Were you there?
No, because Ellen told me. I saw her yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I
okay.
didn't, I actually didn't taste them.
No.
They were good. They look good though. Everybody was enjoying them, so.
No, that's good. That's good.
Why, you didn't go to the meeting? You didn't go to Bold yesterday, Juana?
No, I did. How are you? How you feel?
I'm better today. How was
Yeah?
it? Yeah, how was yesterday?
It was good. It was good. We have one more week to go, so get ready. I
I
sent you a message to check on you.
Oh, you did? I didn't get it.
Yeah, it's okay, honey. I'm
Oh,
glad you
okay.
feel better.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'll see you next week.
Okay, definitely.
I
Okay.
guess we're done, guys. So I'll
Okay.
talk to you
Bye,
all later.
ladies.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.